What up, though, world? Once again, it's your man, Mr. Brandon T. Short, a.k.a. DJ Shorty B, a.k.a. the Sherelle Sound Express, a.k.a. Detroit's Lost Son, and one of these mixers has got to go. All right? We got the Orbit 4 by Union Audio, and we got the Radius 4 by Mastersounds. Almost doggone near the same mixer. Here go the differences, though. With the Orbit 4, you got the small headphone jack and the big headphone jack. On the front side of the Radius 4, all you have is the big headphone jack. All right, isolator. Linear fashion on the Radius 4, knobs are kind of close together. Not real fun to play with, all right? On the Orbit 4, look at all that space between the isolator knobs. I can almost get 2 fingers between each isolator knob. Radius, not so much, all right? Nice and easy to play with, the way an isolator should be. Play with it. All right, we're going to play with it a little bit, but check it out. Other than that, the mixers, as you were. There's some other differences. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knobs here. On the Radius, we got 1, 2, 3. So what we got? So we got master, master, booth, booth, phones, phones. And what's this guy right here? So you got a effects return knob right here, and you got the Q mix split knob right here. All right, so hey, you got some bonus stuff on the Radius. But other than that, I mean not on the Radius, on the Orbit. Other than that, it's about the same. All right, so you got your channel, you got your high pass filter, you got your trim, you got your aux. Channel, high pass filter, trim, aux. All right, so let's play some music and see if there's any real differences to this thing. All right, check it out. So I got turntable 1 on the Orbit, turntable 2 on the Mastersounds. Let's play some music. And so what I got now, so I got the trim at 50% on both. All right, the channel volume all the way up. High pass filters are off. Master volume is 50% on both. So let's see what we're working with. All right, so that was hovering around 7 dB. So let's take it over to the Mastersounds and see what's popping. I got to make sure I turn the mic off while the music's playing so none of the music is coming through the microphone. All right, over to the Mastersounds. Mic's going off. I gotta see. So The Master sounds punchier. Now, as far as the isolator is concerned, the isolator on the Orbit is a little bit more intrusive than the isolator on the Radius. But as far as the sound, let me double check and make sure I got everything right. Master is at unity, or 50%. Master at 50%. Turn all these other knobs off. 50% on the trim. 50% on the trim. High pass filter all the way off. Knobs all the way over. The channel knob. Yeah, they're in the exact same configuration. It seems like the Orbit is a little quieter than the Mastersounds. Let me run that back and see. All right. I was hoping for something different. I was hoping for a different outcome. I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping that the Orbit was, sounded better. But we double checked everything on the we got the same cartridges on the turntables. We got the Audifon Concord Club on both. They both have the same type of cables. They're both hooked up to the same mixing board. Let's check it again. All right. Here goes here's the Mastersounds. All right, the VUs were peaking at -5 dB. -5 dB. And it wasn't 7 dB on the last one. If that was 7 dB, then I'd be blowing y'all ears off. But the VU on the Radius, Mastersounds Radius 4, was peaking around 5 dB. All right, so here is the Orbit. So the Orbit is definitely quieter. I mean, it's peaking. I don't even think it's touching -7. It's hanging out around -10 dB, but it looks like it's coming to the edge of 7, maybe -8 maybe. It's most definitely quieter than the Mastersounds, all right? But the isolator is more intrusive. I like that the isolator is more intrusive on the Orbit. But God, the Mastersounds is a little punchier. Harry Paradise. I don't know, man. I don't know. If I could take this isolator off of the orbit and put it right here, I think I would keep the Mastersounds. This is a pickle. All right. Well, I got to go do some more testing, y'all. I'm gonna come off camera and do some more testing and play it at maybe some higher levels. You know what? Let's go to 3/4. No, let's go to 1 o'clock. All right, we're at 1 o'clock on the orbit and 1 o'clock on the Mastersounds. So let's check it out. Now it counts. Peaking at negative 5 dB. All right, so let's go to the radius. Remember, we moved it to 1 o'clock on the trim on both of them. All right, so here we go. Mic's going off. Techniques 1200 MK7 Ortophon Concords, all hooked up with the same type of cables. Just so y'all don't say I was cheating, I'm gonna show y'all the configuration. Technique 1200 MK7 with Ortophon Concord hooked to channel 1 of the Union Audio. Technique 1200 MK7 hooked to channel 1 of the Mastersounds. All right. Now, as far as the cabling is concerned, you see we got that. We got that red and blue cable coming out, going in to the RCF. All right, going into channel 5 and 6. configuration the same. All right, got the orange and the blue coming out, going into channel 3 and 4 of the RCF. Configuration is just the same. All right, so there's no differences. There's no reason why one should be louder than the other unless one is louder than the other. Anyway, the radius for it sounds punchier. It's louder. The orbit 4 is quieter. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hold on a second. Let's do something. Just for the funk of it, let's do something real quick. Hold on. So we switched needles. Now, when switching needles, I did notice that this one is at 3 grams and this one is at 3.5 grams. So let's take this one up to 3 grams. 3.5 grams. See if that makes a difference. I also noticed that the anti-skate on this one was at 0 and it's at 3 on this one. So now they're totally the same. Anti-skate is 3, anti-skate is 3. 3.5 grams, 3.5 grams. Needles are switched. So if it was anything other than the mixers, this turntable should still be quieter. Let's see what happens. So let's hit the, let's go back to the Mastersounds Radius 4. All right, we go into the orbit. Now everything is exactly the same. So let's see. And we swapped needles. So if it was the needle, then in theory, this one should be louder now if it was the needle. So we'll see. This one is still hanging out between -7 and -5 dB. The Mastersounds was peaking at 0. This was peaking at -5 dB. This was peaking at 0 dB. So let's see what it takes to get them both the same. See if we can get them both to 0. All right. the Orbit is a little bit quieter than the Mastersounds. Not by much. I mean, we're talking we're talking 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. At about the Mastersounds at 1 o'clock, with the channel all the way up, high pass filter off, master at 0, we're hitting 0 dB on the VU. On the Orbit, we're at about 2 o'clock. Probably closer to 145. Not quite 2, but a little bit further up. Probably 150. You know, about 2 o'clock. And we're hitting 0 dB. Not a big difference. But if you're playing quieter records, that could make a difference. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna have to do some more experimentation. I ain't mean for this video go this long, but one of these mixers is gonna go. I'm gonna let you know soon which one goes. Or I might keep both of them. I don't know. I might put the Radius on my my home setup with my acoustic research AR2AX vintage speakers. I might just incorporate this, you know, so I can have and see if it warms up the sound of some digital sources that I run through my receiver and amplifier. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for bearing with my stuttering and all that stuff. And I'll let y'all know later what went down. Anyway, love y'all. Peace.